Hello and welcome to the Sunday Preview Rundown. It's the new Slaves to Darkness Darkoath Army set and Old World Orcs all the way down.
Yeah. Well, there's also Old World not Orcs, but it is Old World all the way down.
Yeah. So for the one I'm excited for,
Yeah.
Slaves to Darkness Darkoath Army set.
The last not Battletome of the edition.
Right. So let's talk about that first, I guess.
Yeah.
This does come with a new Battletome Supplement for the Darkoath. However, unlike other army boxes, they have confirmed this will be a free rules download online.
Yes.
You do not have to buy this box to get these rules earlier than everyone else. This is not like the Tau army box or, every other army box they do.
So it is closer to the Iron Jaws release.
Yes.
But the Iron Jaws release didn't actually have a box like this. So this is kind of that, but bigger.
And I really like that.
I do too.
I really like that we don't have to wait. When's this going to come out? No, it's going to be available for download the same day this actually drops.
Yep.
So in 2 weeks, which means that this box is only for the models. But boy, howdy.
Oh boy,
are those some models.
they are.
So first off, we've got the brand new Marauders.
Mm-hmm.
We talked a little bit about them when these were previewed.
Yep.
But let's talk about them again.
Yep.
These models are amazing.
Yeah, they're great. Because if you look at the old Marauders, they're so they're not even Conan the Barbarian. They're like Conan the Barbarian generic edition.
They're the Eye of Argon, which is a reference that 3 people are going to get.
Yep. I'm going to look it up and it'll be no images found on Google.
No, I'll tell you off camera.
Okay, fair.
Google the Eye of Argon. It's considered to be one of the room of fantasy books.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's bad. Anyway, these models are not that. These models are not even compared to Old Marauders. Because compared to Old Marauders, everything's good.
True.
These are, on their own, absolutely fantastic.
Yep.
I really like that they're clearly, barbarian and chaos-ish.
Yeah.
But these are not chaos purely models. These are the humans who have just had to survive out there.
Yeah. That is one of the cool parts about the Slaves to Darkness is we got to do something to live, so...
So, yeah, the Chaos Gods are functionally the gods who have power over you.
Yeah.
And if you don't worship them, they kill you. So...
Do you worship them?
Make a sacrifice.
Yeah.
The Marauder Horsemen are also quite nice.
Very cool. In the same vein, they're not near as busy as the Cities of Sigmar horses, which I'm
Thank God.
So glad for.
I also like how these do hearken to Varangard, though.
Yeah. Like
the Varangard horses are, of course, all mutated and messed up in the front.
Yeah.
These don't have that, but they do have the things that clearly they're inspired by them.
Yeah, they're kind of like paying homage to it.
Yes. I wish they hadn't put this picture twice.
I didn't even realize.
I wonder if one of these is supposed to be the picture of the Wilder Fiend.
Yeah, I'll put the picture up for the Wilder
Let's talk about the Wilder Fiend. Discount GW Deathclaw, and my favorite model in this box.
Yeah. So you say discount Deathclaw? I think he's cooler than a Deathclaw.
Fair. The lips are real weird. The fact that his face is pulled back and
it's peeling
his
back.
mouth extends outward. That's not my favorite part, but I still absolutely love that model.
He's so cool. I love it.
That's the only part of it I don't
love.
Yeah, but even that I'm not going to change it.
Yeah.
It's such a fantastic model. I hope his rules don't suck.
Yeah. I can't wait for his rules to come out and they're bad.
So this will probably be $210 or $220.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Would it be 210? Is it 2 units of the Darkoath Marauders? Or is it... Oh, it says 20.
Yeah, so it's going to be 2 units.
Yeah, you're right. I was thinking it might be a bit cheaper because it's technically only 3 units, but one of them is double-sized. So.
I could see it being 200.
Yeah.
I hope it's not 220.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm talking because the army sets, the full army sets, have the codex in them.
Oh, you think this might be more like the one with Brutalis Dreadnought, where it was 175?
Yeah, maybe.
A man can dream.
A man can dream.
I mean, I'm a sucker, so I'm getting it no matter how much it is.
That's true.
But
all right, GW, bump it up to 300.
Oh. Okay, maybe not that much. Anyway, I'm super pumped for this. I'm obviously going to get this. I hope they don't stifle the allocations for everybody, because they've been doing that with all the boxes recently. Now, they flat out said it's because they're, printing stuff for Age of Sigmar,
right?
4th edition. But God, I hope this is more than 2 of these.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic, because the Orcs and Custodes for last week, basically nothing.
Right.
For those boxes. So I hope this is the reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we go to the Warhammer Old World. Sorry, Warhammer the Old World.
The Old World? Oh,
she was announced a while ago, Lady Elisse Duchaard.
She was one of the first Old World models they showed.
Yes, and it is a very pretty new model.
It is.
That unicorn is very well done for a GW horse, especially.
Mm-hmm. Someone actually looked at a horse.
Yeah, and how its skeleton works. And she herself is pretty good.
Yeah. It's great. She's probably this is Forge World, so she's probably gonna be a bit expensive.
I'm thinking this is gonna be an $80 Forge World model, maybe only 65.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna go for the lower end. Forge World's been surprising me recently how much cheaper they've been.
Yeah. So it is expert, and her rules are only in the Arcane Journal. So they're not in the book.
Fair.
But again, great looking model.
This is gonna be. We talked about this when she was spoiled. This is gonna be one of those models that sits in the Golden Demon. booth, and you're gonna see like 5 of them.
Yeah, and they're gonna be really well done.
Yeah.
We also get this guy, the Lord on Royal Pegasus. He was in the starter box.
Yeah. So that we are now getting the only other model in that box, the starter boxes that have not been released separately because the other one was the dragon. And yeah,
I like this model a lot. Actually,
I legit thought it was the same kit as the standard bearer for just so long.
It is really close.
It's a real.
I feel like they kind of copy pasted there.
Yeah. Put them next to each other and tell me they're not. But yeah, it's a gorgeous model.
Yeah.
I mean, Pegasus are cool and sought after for a reason. They're awesome.
Pegasus.
I said Pegasus. Singular.
Pegasusopodes.
Pegapodes.
Pegapodes.
Pegapodes. I'm gonna have to bleep that.
Oh no. And then we go to models that don't look very good.
And now we get to the roasting session.
I mean, these are just old models. They're plastic.
Look at the chunk on that guy right there.
Yeah, the chunk of the middle guy.
Yeah.
That's Friar Fat Boy from Shrek. Did you know that Friar Fat Boys from Shrek 2 has a theme song that you could only hear by playing the Shrek Brawl game for the PlayStation 2? That was a ripoff of Super Smash Brothers, but Shrek themed.
Sorry, my tinnitus just kicked in.
It's actually really
I could
good.
only hear ringing.
Anyway, it's 36 minis in this box.
Wow. Oh,
So-
it's 2 18-mans?
Yes.
Oh, it's 3 ranks deep. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, you can either do 2 units of 18 or 1 huge flipping group.
So if GW prices are withstanding, that's going to be more, because the skeletons and the old that was a new kit. The old skeletons were 80 for 20 guys.
I think this will only be $80.
I hope it's only $80. Actually, I
Only.
hope it's cheaper.
Same thing. You get Peasant Bowmen.
Yeah.
They're okay. They're old plastic. They have a little bit of charm to them.
I really like the front rank being different.
Yes.
Which I know was like their thing. But you don't see that very often in most games where it's like a mixed unit of like,
Yeah, deployment
barricades.
pikes, yeah. And braziers. Sorry, brazier is a thing you wear. Brazier to put your arrows on fire.
Yeah, and they got like arrows sticking in the ground so they could just pop them out.
Yep.
That's so cool. That is cool. I like that better than the one above them.
Yeah. Transfers.
Whoa.
So this is one of the redone models. Remastered models.
Remastered.
So it is Forge World resin. It has been upgraded. It says with new mummified details, and you can kind of tell because the guy on top looks pretty good.
He looks way better than the
then this
skeleton.
guy-
You can tell which parts have been remastered. I'll tell you what.
Why do those ribs go all the way around his front? He does not have a sternum.
Skeletons back then didn't have sternums. This is the old world. But yeah, if you ignore the guys on the bottom and their literal 6-foot swords, the rest of it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the pile of bones. I like the guy on the top. The casket might be a little off kilter.
Yeah, but it's on a pile of bones.
That's true. It is.
In the lore and the Total Warhammer game,
Yeah.
This moves forward on a moving carpet of bones.
That's awesome.
So like this is in motion. Like this is not static.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Just replace the guys on the side with models that actually look good. It's fine. Who can say where the road goes?
So this is the Necrolith Colossus.
It looks just as bad as the other mega giant we saw. The
Yeah,
other week.
it does. It's the face, man.
It is the face. Honestly, like, if you could replace that face with something, I could see it being passable.
Passable, but it's like the body is just not good. There's nothing.
No.
Here's the thing. This is a resin remaster.
Oh, this was after they fixed it.
Now it does say a previously unreleased third head.
Okay, so there's a head. You could swap in. I wish that if this is the unreleased head, I'm gonna be upset.
I think it might be because it is clearly higher detail than the rest of it. Like,
And it's gonna be expensive.
it's a shame that those two models died doing the Macarena. How are they attached? Like they're just their little spines are just kind of like on his head like braids. It looks like, oh, I gotta do my hair up. It's like the Marge Simpson of Bone Giants.
Yeah, we knew we were gonna trash talk this one because he looks terrible. Like the spine is literally just like a cylinder with rings cut out of it.
The fact they had to fill this in here for stability, which makes sense, but like that's not how bones
That's
work.
not how bones work. Yeah, this guy looks bad.
This guy looks real bad. Forged with resin, this thing's gonna be like $120.
Yeah.
And then we move on to the other new old world release, which is it's orcs all the way down.
Yeah.
So orc and goblin tribes, orc shamans. These are metal, by the way.
Both of these make me want to vomit for different reasons.
They're both really bad.
They're both really bad. The no teeth on the left-hand one is just
Upsetting, viscerally.
Yeah, it is upsetting. I don't like that at all. And then the right one. So I have a vampire model that's supposed to go on a horse in that exact same. Sorry, it's not a vampire model. It's a necromancer model in the exact same pose. Sword in one hand, staff in the other. Both hands raised as far as you can in the air.
On the roller coaster.
On the roller coaster. I hate both these models.
Yeah. Orc mobs and black orc mobs.
You know how you can get orcs to do all the exact same thing simultaneously, standing in a row?
I mean, these are basically heavy metal rocker orcs.
Yeah, I don't like...
I mean, I get that it's because they just released a bow shot, but...
Again, all of them. The orcs are notoriously well organized.
Whether or not you have nostalgia for the old world or hatred for the old world poses is summed up in this picture.
Yes.
Because either you look at all of this in the same way and go, ugh, or you look at all this and go, wow, that looks cool.
Yep.
And that really is a Marmite thing.
I've never met that second person.
Me neither. I mean, I've met them. The black orcs are a little better. They're a little newer.
The black orcs are newer. It's not quite end times, but it is closer. And you can tell because they have kind of more personality. I've seen these used in conversions a lot because the armor's so cool. They still don't look great, but they're better.
Yep.
20 black orcs. Again, probably going to be an $80 box.
I get that part of the comedy is that the mounts are too small for them, but...
Yeah.
This is not as good as Big Pig 2023.
It's clearly not. And also, we increased base sizes so that stuff could fit on bases, and these were not increased enough.
No.
They are still too small. Oh, those are sad. Those boars are very, very low res.
Yeah.
Those are Elder Scrolls Morrowind boars.
Elder Scrolls Morrowind.
They painted one of them black to make it look slightly different.
Yeah, I like how they did that. It didn't help.
It did not help. This looks bad.
This is probably the best model of the lot, the Goblin Shaman.
Yeah, probably. It's well painted. Is this one new or is it an old one?
It's plastic, so...
Oh, yeah, probably new. Yeah, he looks pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of goblins, but he's got the detail. He's painted well. I like the little gubbins on his staff. I like him.
And then we get to the Goblin Mobs, all plastic.
Yeah, those are the plastic and showing their age type.
Yep.
The one where you could stick your hand through their sprue.
Same thing with the Night Goblins, who are still available for Age of Sigmar.
For Age of Sigmar, they are.
Yeah.
Still the same
so
kit.
I guess these are just the same ones that just come with the square bases.
instead.
These are older, because these had gone out.
Yep.
And been replaced by the other Wolf Riders.
Yeah, the new Wolf Riders, which you should probably just get. Anyway.
Yeah.
For the prices they're probably charging.
And then some Warhammer Plus.
Yeah, okay, right.
So yeah, this is certainly a week of contrast.
Yes. And not the paint, but yeah, some awesome new models for a sub-faction that really needed it.
Some awesome new models that are replacing some models that were terrible in the old world when they were and then some old world that reminds us why we have to replace some of these.
It's full circle.
Yes.
This is circular logic.
It's a circle of life.
Yeah. Darkoath's awesome. The rest of it's... So, I have been looking at Old World, and I don't mind the look of the rules. I have played some of the old rank and flank stuff. I never actually played Fantasy Battles. But when they re-release the old 30-year-old models, it just looks bad.
There's some that have charm to them, but most don't.
Most don't. I like when they release the new models, like the one goblin, if he's new, and the lady on the horse, the Pegasus. Those all look great.
Yes.
The guy with no teeth, he's still metal. Don't do that.
But nostalgia.
No, not worth nostalgia.
Wow.
Friend of the show, Kevin, even is like, no, nostalgia's not strong enough. Even for the dwarves.
This is true. He does not like the plastic monkey iron dwarfs.
No, they're bad.
But what I do like are these new Darkoath models, and I am really excited to play these. I didn't realize until now, as he's standing next to him, how flippin' big
the
I always forget his name. The Wilderfiend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize until now how flippin' big the Wilderfiend is.
Oh, this also has a character. I didn't realize it's because there's 6 horses there. So there's a unit of 5 and
oh
then
yeah,
an
it's
extra
the new
Yeah, I didn't notice. I thought he was just one of the guys. Then of course there's no picture of him.
Yeah, Chieftain on Warseed. We also talked about him. He is a great model.
Yeah.
I don't love his. He's probably the one I'm the least excited about.
Oh yeah, he's the one with like the horse has the mask and it's like dripping. Oh yeah, that looks sick.
It is. It's just man.
Yeah. The Wilderfiend's amazing.
Amazing and huge.
This whole box has fantastic minis.
And I really hope they don't skimp on. So that's it from us this Sunday. Let us know below if you're getting any of this stuff, and if you're not, let us know. I guess.
Yeah.
We'll see you next Sunday with whatever DW brings us.
Bye bye.